Alright boys and girls, welcome back to another video on the channel. As you've seen from the title, today I'm going to be talking about all the possibilities after you've gone through the US college soccer system. But right now we're going to get to the gym, get a quick session in, and then after that we're going to be watching the mighty Gunners as they take on Liverpool in the second leg at the Carabao Cup. Come on the boys, let's get to the gym. Alright, so done a quick warm up. Now we're going to do the workout that is known as the Pyramid of Doom. I'm going to get into this and stop talking because it's going to be a bit of a blur. First set done. Let's get it up to 11 miles per hour, 3 minutes. That is the first 3 minute at 11, minute 30 break, rank it up to 12 miles per hour, do that twice at the top of the pyramid, then we're coming back down. I'm going to stop talking to you guys and I'm going to get on with it. Quick workout done, takes about 29 minutes on the dot I guess, without warm up and without cool down. So pretty efficient, definitely tests you a little bit, and of course you can increase or decrease the time and increase or decrease the speed that you're going at. So it's really a workout that you can adapt to where you currently are in terms of your fitness. As you can see, it clearly works because I'm walking in a short sleeve shirt in minus 10 degrees right now. But we're on the way back right now. I'm gonna get this built bar down me real quick, get home, get some lunch and sit down and enjoy Arsenal versus Liverpool, the second leg. Right now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the built bar and today's sponsor. So I personally have never really been into protein bars. However, this built bar is not a protein bar. It includes protein, but it also includes all your other good stuff in terms of carbohydrates. That is especially important after you've done a big workout. Protein is in there as well. This one has 17 grams of protein and is one of my favorite flavors. I've got quite a sweet tooth and this is the chocolate flavor, but they've got so many other flavors: cherry, almond, there's coconut, there's chocolate mint, there's cookies and cream, literally anything you could want. And the best thing about them is that you don't have to feel guilty about having a chocolate bar. I'm gonna eat this straight after my gym session because I know that it's got everything that I need in order to replenish the fuel that I just lost. So it's absolutely perfect. They're great for on the go as well, as you can see. So shout out to Built Bar for sponsoring the video. If you are interested yourself guys, make sure you check them out. Like I said, loads of different flavors, loads of really interesting ones as well. First link in the description, check them out. Built Bar. And yeah, let's get back, let's whip up a quick omelette and let's sit down and enjoy Arsenal destroying Liverpool. Here we are boys, come on the boys, let's see what we got. Got a lot of new teammates who are Liverpool supporters, including the assistant coach, so this will be one for bragging rights, that's for sure. Get in there boys, come on. Arsenal corner, 2 minutes in. I don't know why I'm filming it, we're probably not going to score from a corner, are we? Not really our forte. Martinelli, what a joke. Brazilian wizard. Tell you what boys, if we score from this, we're in absolute dreamland. Looks like Laka wants it. I've seen him score maybe one good free kick at Arsenal, but you know, he's feeding himself right now. We'll see what happens. It's quite close though. Got to do well to get it up and down. Come on boys. Oh! Crossbar. I think the keeper saved that. Fair play. Fair play to the young kid. Wow, there goes all that initial optimism. Diego Jota's just nutmeg Tomiyasu, put him on the floor, and then passed it nearly straight down the middle of the goal. Anyway, on another note, here's lunch. Cheeky omelette, 3 eggs, bit of ham turkey. Got, of course, a cup of water, Hydration Nation. I'm gonna have some fruit and veg afterwards. Maybe a cheeky yogurt as well. So that'll do me nicely. Showered up. Second half is going to kick off in about 5 minutes. We got the shirt on. This is what's making the difference, boys. This is going to kick off a second half comeback for the Gunners. Ah, the Conga's put an absolute delightful ball over and Lacazette's pinged it over the bar. Konate's nearly raked in a header. Oh yeah, yeah, boys, come on. See ya. See you, James. Oh, what a ball that is. It's got to be offside. Got to be offside, ref! Yes! Offside! Way offside. Has to be. Please, VAR. Just stuck behind. Bit wide. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh no. He's onside. Oh, it's going to be a goal. Well, that's game over, boys, isn't it? That's game over, if it wasn't already. Alright guys, it's a little bit later on now. I've had time to go over the fact that Arsenal have been knocked out of every competition that they could possibly get knocked out of, and that all we have to fight for is a top 4 finish. But I'm over it, alright? And we're going to get onto today's topic, that is, what do you guys do after you graduate university? What are the options in terms of going professional, in terms of trying to continue to play soccer, football, or just to go into the working world? So the way that the US college soccer system works is you get 4 years of eligibility in general to use whilst you're going through your 4-year degree. So in theory, for every year that you're in education doing your undergrad, you will play and you will use up that eligibility, meaning that once you've completed your 4 years, you can no longer play at university level. Now for some scenarios, including my own, it's a little bit different, and I'll touch on mine at the end. However, for the vast majority of you guys, you plan on using your 4 years of eligibility whilst you're completing your degree. I'm going to be talking about the situations that you'll be in once you've completed your 4 years of eligibility and you've graduated with your degree. So the 2 different avenues that you can go down are career-driven avenue and also football/soccer avenue. And I'm going to touch on the boring stuff first, and then we'll get to the good stuff later on. So career-driven, there are basically 2 options for international students. Of course, domestic students, you can do whatever because you've got citizenship in the US. But for foreign students, you have to maintain your visa status. And one way of doing this is to do an OPT, that stands for optional practical training, and it basically means that you get a 1-year visa in which you can work for a business in the US, you can work a full-time position, build your connections within the working world, and potentially getting a visa, an extended visa through that business. The other option is to continue your education, and of course after an undergrad comes a master's, and then you could also do a doctorate. Now for a master's degree in general it takes 2 years, so this will give you 2 more years of an F1 visa, meaning you can stay in the States for 2 more years whilst you're completing your degree. You will have finished with all your eligibility, so you won't be able to play. That means you won't be able to get an athletic scholarship. If your grades are good enough, you'll be able to get an academic scholarship. You can also just pay it out of your own pocket. However, it can be quite expensive, so the vast majority of people won't do it unless they get a scholarship. But now I'm going to get onto the good stuff. We're going to talk about how you can continue playing football or soccer after you've graduated university. There is a chance that you can get drafted into what we all know and what we've all heard of as the Mls Super Draft, and it's made out to be this amazing situation where if you get drafted, you're like cream of the crop, you're going into the professional game, and it's an absolute game changer. The reality of the situation isn't as amazing as it first seems, or especially as it's made out to be. The MLS Super Draft isn't the same as the NFL or the NBA draft. For the NFL and the NBA, they are drafting players into $1 million contracts straight away, and you're pretty much set after you get drafted. However, for the MLS, there is no guarantee that you're signing a contract even though you've been drafted. I think only about like the top 10 or 15 get given that automatic contract and stay with their MLS team. The rest of the people that get drafted usually come in for a trial so the team can see them closer and work out whether they want to give them that contract, and the majority of the time they don't, and then offer them to their affiliate clubs in the USL or the USL 1. In my last year at Missouri State, there was a lad who got drafted up to the team in Minnesota, and his situation was similar to this. It was amazing that he got drafted, it's a great accomplishment, but he didn't sign a contract at the MLS club and then was pretty much in a limbo state. So as glorious as the MLS Super Draft is made out to be, it's far less likely that that is an avenue that will happen for you guys that are coming to US college soccer. Now the next thing to consider is combines. Of course there is an MLS combine, but there are also other soccer combines throughout the United States, and this gives an opportunity for coaches from the USL, from the USL Championship, USL 1, NISA, whatever it's called, to come along and watch players and work out whether they want to give them a trial at their team or not. So this is sort of a first step in a very long trial process if you are successful in getting through it. Some of these combines are pay to play, so it's a bit debatable whether they really care about the standard of player that's coming through it, but some of the combines are selective, so it's invite only, and these are probably a much more promising prospect for players to go along to, seeming as the coaches know the standard and pedigree of the players and the fact that they come from top backgrounds, top teams, and they're going to be at a good level. Now the last option in terms of playing in the US, and the one that the vast majority of players will have to look at, is working through your contacts, through your networks that you've built up whilst you've been in the States. Now the way that the college soccer season is panned out means that you have the whole summer off, and within the summer you can play in the NPSL or you can play in USL 2, and this is a great opportunity to build your connections, to go to clubs, to get your name out there, and to start building some relationships with coaches and with players around America. And this will give you the potential, once you've graduated, to network with these coaches once again and try and get trials at these USL teams. It's basically all up to you with your network and if you've networked throughout your time in America. Now these are the options in terms of if you want to stay in America. Of course the The other option is you can go anywhere else in the world and try and get a professional contract, try and get some trials. That will of course have its own complications and things you'll have to understand, but I'm just covering the scenarios that would allow you to stay in the US and either go for that career or go for soccer, football. Last but not least, I'm going to touch on my scenario, which is I've been in America for 4 years. I've graduated with an undergrad degree. How am I still playing in America? So for those of you that don't know, in my first 2 years in America, I was at Missouri State University. However, I did not play, so it hasn't taken away from my eligibility at all. Then in my third year, I transferred to Drew University, but the season got called off because of COVID, meaning that the following year, my fourth year, we played back to back. We played in the spring and we played in the fall. However, the spring didn't count. So really, I've only played one of my 4 years of eligibility, and this has allowed me to go out and transfer again to go and get a master's degree. And because I've got 2, if not 3 years of eligibility, it means that I can still receive athletic scholarship. Each of you will have different things that happen throughout your US college soccer journey. However, the vast majority of you will want to finish your 4 years of eligibility within your 4 years and then go on and make those other decisions. So I hope that all this information helps you guys if you're looking at coming to the States, or if you're already in the States and just want to know what the options are once you graduate. I hope this has helped a little bit. If it has, make sure you hit the like button. If you've got a question about anything, head over to my Instagram and DM me. I reply to all the DMs I receive and try to answer your guys' questions. And if you guys are interested about the US pro system in terms of the US soccer pyramid compared to a traditional European pyramid where there's promotion and relegation, then make sure you comment down below that you want to see that video and I can make that happen for you guys. But if not, no worries. That is it for today's video. If you've enjoyed it, hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the Lot G. And remember, do it for the love of the game. Peace.